What's up, everybody? Just real quick, I want to remind you guys that the giveaway is still open. It's going to close when we hit 1,000 subscribers, so we're almost there. Don't forget to comment down below with the hashtag road to 1K if you want to enter the giveaway. Good luck to all the entries, and thanks so much for watching. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to No Counters, No Combos, and today I'm going to be showing you the Trunks Storm deck that was used in one of our recent Battle Chamber videos. Shout out to my teammate Nick. He was using the deck against me. I was using the Namekians, and he was using this Trunks aggro, crazy, just turbo, destroy you in like 2 turns deck. It's insane. I mean, I'm a big fan of the Trunks leader. I played Trunks, competitively for the majority of set 2 format, so I know how good this leader can be, and I always knew that it was going to be good going into set 4 with the new intensifying power Trunks, because essentially it was giving you a card that denied your opponent resources as opposed to just Kaba putting everything in their hand. So I kind of knew that intensifying power Trunks was going to make a huge difference, but I didn't think it was going to be this powerful. So if you guys don't know what the leader does, on the front side, it's a very simple effect. Once per turn, when you combo with a card that costs 2 or more, you get to draw a card. So that's really good. It's an Awaken, draw 2 at 4 or less life. And then on the back side, it's the same thing. When you combo once per turn with a card of 2 or more, you draw a card. And when you attack, you can draw a card. So there's a lot of drawing in this deck. As you can see, we have the layouts here and the ratios and stuff like that. So shout out to Nick. Thanks for whipping my butt, man. I really appreciate it. But let's get right into the deck. So we're going to start, of course, with Science is Fu. Science is Fu is the finisher right now. If you're not playing Science is Fu and you're having success, that's all the more power to you. But Science is Fu is such a good card. For 1 energy, you draw 2 cards. It automatically pluses you 1 and gives you a 25k body on board with Double Strike. Late game, if your opponent is tapped out and they've already used their resources like combo cards and stuff, this card's insane. And you can fill up your drop pretty quickly with this deck because you're comboing so often that it's really not unrealistic to get 2 off in 1 game. Next, we have Legendary Flute. Obvious reasons, you're playing a blue leader, and there's a crap ton of flute targets in this deck, so why not just plus off of it? Sensu Bean, best extra card in the game. It's so good. Being able to use it in multiple ways, untapping energy on offense to extend your plays, or just beating up on defense and preventing your opponent from being able to swing at you and just kind of stopping them in their tracks. Very, very good card. Then we have Mai, Supporter of Hope. So the reason that Trunks is such a good leader this format is because he has access to the free blocker. Free blockers right now are huge for multiple reasons. They give you protection, of course, but they also give you a free flute target. So if you don't have energy to continue your combo or continue your cycle, you can just play the Mai, flute it back to hand, draw a card, and just play it back out for free. So anything with free blockers is going to be very effective this format. Next, we have Unyielding Spirit Trunks, which is one of the best cards in the game, especially if your leader is blue. Just being able to combo and untap. I mean, Sensu Bean is great, but you do have to have an active blue energy for it, whereas Unyielding Spirit Trunks is just a combo card, so it's a 5k combo. Being able to untap energy and extend your plays is ridiculously strong right now. So if you're playing a blue leader and you're not playing Unyielding Trunks... I shouldn't say that. If you're playing a blue leader other than SS3 and you're not playing Trunks, you might want to revisit the drawing board. For Boost Attack Piccolo... So, Boost Attack Piccolo is everybody's super combo of choice because it's an always draw 1 card, 10k combo draw card, which is really good because if you use it in combination with the leader, you're going to be drawing 2 cards. And if it's the turn you awaken, it can get nutty. I mean, you draw on the front side, awaken, draw 2, then attack, draw 1, then super combo, draw 2. You could draw 6 cards in a turn if you do it properly, which makes Trunks very, very strong against like Cell Chain. Because you can just build your hand right back up super quickly. I personally like Kibito Kai a little bit better with the Trunks leader because you're drawing no matter what. And Trunks usually does draw a lot, so I'm afraid of decking myself out, which, believe it or not, is an actual thing that you have to be aware of. So if it was me playing the deck, I'd probably play it a little differently. But Piccolo is definitely a good super combo. Then we have three Xennos. Obviously, that's your chain attack target. It just allows you to reset the board because you're not playing any main board hard removal. And blockers and cards with barrier can get pesky, especially that new Vegito. So that's your kind of your answer, and apes and stuff like that. People are still playing it. Then we have 3 Saiyan Kaba. So we're playing 3 Saiyan Kaba because it's better as a late game threat. When you're swinging for lethal. In the beginning of the game, you really don't want to give your opponent 2 extra cards, and 90% of the meta right now is SS3, so if you're swinging with Kaba, you're going to be awakening them and giving them 2 cards, so you're essentially giving them 4 cards, which is, it could kind of come and bite you in towards the end of the game. So I like playing 3 Kaba. I definitely agree with Nick on this ratio here. 3 Kabas is definitely good for late game. And then we have 4 Intensifying Trunks. Obviously, it's a better early game card because you can do that crit. And comboing over either way, you're gonna either just lose 1 card or lose 2 cards to combo over. So when you're doing math and you're doing stuff like that, it really depends on how big your hand is and how committed you are to not take that critical damage. And then when you couple that with Furthering Destruction Champa, which just gives you double strike, it's no bueno. I mean, 25k double strike with a 1-drop is insane, especially early in the game. 9 times out of 10, you're taking that damage, unless you're just pooping out cards and you just draw tons of cards, and you're not going to be out-resourced by your opponent. But it's a very strong strategy. We saw it with Mass Saiyan. With Mass Saiyan was like wreaking havoc on the meta. 25k double strike crit is very tough to combo out of, especially early in the game. We mentioned before, obviously, Further Destruction Champa. You guys know what this all does, of course. It gives your attacking card double strike, which is good because in this deck you're going to draw off that combo, and it gives your leader the ability to swing for lethal. Then we're playing 4 Legix. I think 4 might be a little cloggy, but I get why it's being played. It's red energy if needed, or it's just a free flute target if you play it right and your opponent doesn't have anything in response to it or anything on the board. Swinging for 15k is really, really good, and you're putting pressure on an Awakened Leader. If you're doing it multiple times with Flute and then drawing cards off of it, you're just plussing for days. 4 Unbreakables is like everybody's new favorite super combo. This is like in everyone's deck. Yeah, I get it. I mean, you're drawing 2 cards with Trunks on offense, but tapping out and tapping energy for a card, I don't know. I mean, me personally, I understand why everybody plays this card because it's really good, but I'd rather just play free 5Ks and not pigeonhole myself by being afraid to leave an energy open. So I guess it's 50-50. If you're playing SS3 and you're not playing Unbreakable, then I get it, but if you're playing any other leader besides SS3 that doesn't untap energy at the end, you just gotta be smart. Definitely don't tap out to play 1 combo card. It's just gonna draw you a card. You gotta be smart about it and make sure that's your opponent's last attack. Then we have Chain Attack Trunks, obviously everybody's new favorite card. You can bring it out as early as turn 2 in Xeno and just reset the game. It's really, really good. You also can be cute and bring in other targets like Legic if you really wanted to, or Kaba, or an Intensifying Power Trunks if you really wanted to. But your main Chain Xeno, your main target's gonna be Chain Xeno. Just resets the board. If your opponent is out if your opponent is out advantaging you in cards, you definitely want to just slap this baby on board because they're probably kept all their combo cards and negates and stuff like that. So you shuffle them back into the deck, just reset the board. And then the last card, just like one of the best cards in the game, is Foreseeing Hit. After you chain Xeno, if you can Foreseeing Hit, like if you draw into Foreseeing Hit and you chain Xeno them next turn, it's just you auto win from there. It's 20k double strike. You're going to look at your opponent's hands. You're going to have the knowledge of what their next turn is going to be, essentially. So if you can calculate it properly and stop them, it's so devastating getting hit, especially when you only have 5 cards in hand or 6 cards in hand. It's no fun. I mean, Foreseeing Hit is dirty. That's why I think red is going to be well positioned in the meta moving forward because of Foreseeing Hit. But that's pretty much the deck, guys. I mean, try it out. It's definitely a lot of fun. Winning is fun. Winning on turn 2 is even more fun. Shout out to Nick. Thank you so much for playing me on camera. And this is definitely something that you want to take to a tournament of some kind because it's very, very powerful. And it plays very high threats for low energy, which is good. So real quick, shout out to Shenron's Lair. Obviously, we're using their format here to show you guys the deck because it's not my deck. I don't own it. So real quick, just shout out to Computer and Gaming Universe. Thank you for being such an awesome sponsor and letting us do what we do here. Without you guys, it wouldn't be possible. We record all of our Battle Chamber matches in Computer and Gaming Universe, so they're really cool for letting us do that. If you guys live in the northern New Jersey area, the tri-state area, and you're looking for a good place for Dragon Ball Super local, just feel free to stop by. It's 256 Ferry Street. I'll put information in the description down below. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to my teammate Nick for playing this deck, and please by all means try it out. It's a lot of fun. Guys, we're very, very close to 1,000 subscribers, so if you haven't entered the giveaway, please do so. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Be there or be squared.